The world's smallest police station. Located in London in the Trafalgar Square, there's a police station that's literally the size of a pole. Why would the police build a police station so small that it could only fit 2 people? In the year 1926, London was an unruly place, and crowds were growing restless, so the police wanted a way to be able to watch the crowds within the city. Their solution? Why not just build a lamppost, hollow it out, and turn it into an official police station? If they ever needed to book prisoners, they could hold at the very most only 2 prisoners at a time. A lot of people never even noticed there were people in it or that they were being watched, because it looks exactly like a light pole and it blends in perfectly with its surroundings. This was an unorthodox Lilliputian police station, and the only thing inside of it was a phone that would allow the 2 officers to connect it to the Scotland Yard. There was a light stationed outside of the pole that would blink when there was an emergency. It's obviously not in use anymore, and most people don't even notice it when they walk by it. It's used as a janitor's closet today for people who clean up the streets. Mount Rushmore's big secret. Everyone knows about Mount Rushmore and the heads of the presidents on the side of a mountain. Surprisingly though, once you get up there to see them for yourself, there's really not much to them, and they're not as large as they look from a distance. Located in South Dakota, Mount Rushmore is one of the most distinguishable landmarks in the United States. However, what some people don't know is that there's one big secret hiding behind Mount Rushmore. Behind Abraham Lincoln's head, there's actually a secret passage and a tiny room. The sculptor who created this monument was named Gutzon Borglum, and when he first designed the mountain, he had much bigger plans for Mount Rushmore. He didn't want to just create a few heads on the side of a mountain, he wanted to create an entire history on the side of the mountain. Instead, he wasn't given permission to work on his initial plan, and he worked on creating a secret hidden room instead. The purpose of this secret room was to let future generations know of the history of this country and includes historical documents like the country's charter. Did you know about the hidden room in Mount Rushmore? The Melbourne Hidden Ballroom. Deep within Melbourne, there's a hidden ballroom that you're not technically allowed to go to. It's been closed off to the public since 1985, and while there are no reports of anyone being in trouble for going in there, they'll probably ask you to leave if you're caught doing so. At the Flinders Street station in Melbourne, there's a historical ballroom that's decaying and crumbling with age. As far as historians can tell, this ballroom dates all the way back to 1899. The original purpose of this room was designed to be a lecture hall for when there would be events and for training purposes. It was supposed to be part of the Victorian Railways Institute. There was more than just a ballroom here, there was also a table tennis room, its very own gym, a boxing gym, a billiard room, and more. Some people believe it's haunted, and that's why it's no longer in use. Why did they abandon such a large space with such potential though, and why can't people go there? We may never know. Supposedly, the government's gonna completely revamp the place by 2019, but initial plans for a 2015 revamp fell through.